Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with yet another of the F1 scenario mode challenges. This weekend of course we've got the US Grand Prix, so F1 of course has given you the option to unlock the new Haas livery of course ready for the weekend. So if you want to unlock this livery, obviously you need to head into F1 World, head over to solo and multiplayer events, and then all the way down to the scenario option there. With the end in sight of the Formula 1 Lenovo United States Grand Prix, Nico Hülkenberg finds himself comfortably running within the points. However, his team Haas can see a route to the podium. Can he do it? So of course, all you have to do is complete this challenge to unlock the Haas livery. It's, you know, quite a fun little livery. Of course, a little bit of a shame that obviously we've had all the new updates for the cars, like side pods, things like that, for all of the cars on F1 and this weekend, Haas is bringing a new car, so kind of a bit of a shame, obviously, that we don't get to see that in its full light there. Definitely do not want to be running 31 AI difficulty. We'll set it to 100. Actually, we'll do 101, just so we get, obviously, the ultimate allocation as well there. But yeah, hopefully this is obviously going to be a good fun little challenge. I'm trying to do more of these obviously on this channel between now and the end of the year, obviously when there is a new livery to unlock. So of course we'll dive in, we'll do the setup first, and obviously then we'll get the car ready to go obviously out onto the circuit. Of course, got no idea how long this race is, but if you're going to enjoy, make sure you get yourself subscribed. Of course, doing a little bit more with this Clips channel in recent times. You know, it has been quite good fun actually over the most recent weeks. Again, of course, you know, these videos tend to do quite well when I feel they belong on this channel. Right, well, here we are then, trackside then, ready at the US Grand Prix circuit in terms of setup. Want to run quite a lot of wing, actually, around COTA, but, yeah, this is the setup that I'm going to be running then for this challenge. I'd recommend, you know, pausing it or slowing the video down, of course, if you want to get a full insight on everything that I'm running. But, yeah, as we head out then onto the circuit, I believe we're starting this one from P7. However, we've got Max Verstappen all over my gearbox here, but I have just done a practice run, of course, just to make sure that I know what I'm expecting going into this. I believe on lap 48 you're actually going to get a virtual safety car. It might be a full-blown safety car that is potentially going to spice things up towards the end of this thing. So that is actually where you want to be boxing onto a fresh set of the soft compound tyres, because the tyres we're on currently are absolutely destroyed here, 64%, so they're not going to be fun to try and get to the end of the afternoon there. Verstappen's going to dive me down at the hairpin as well, which is going to slow us down even further. But I think we're just going to try and stick to the back of the Red Bull here as best as possible. Might be able to try and get a run on him as we head down the back straight. To the outside we'll go. Can we try and switch him off the corner? Oh, Max, come on, I'm there! Max Verstappen then, giving me no room off of the turn. And you know what? Yeah, we are going to make this more difficult for the Dutchman. We are going to claim the place back. All over the back then of Nick de Vries one lap later. Still got to be careful, of course, of the track limits. But we are just about going to get the DRS then of the AlphaTauri car as we make our way down into the hairpin. But I believe now is about the point in which Lewis Hamilton will fall out of the Grand Prix. And there we go, we've got a virtual safety car then. So that DRS is going to basically be pointless here. But this is your window in the Grand Prix that you need to try and dive into the pit lane. And hopefully, obviously, we're going to take that chance right now. But yeah, Hamilton out of the race from the lead nonetheless. So I hope that doesn't foreshadow for this weekend. Of course, this also means you get one less car to have to navigate as well before the end of this race. But diving down into the pit lane then at the end of lap 48. Of course, you can be a little bit cheeky with the Delta as you make your way into the pit lane then, as we're going to get one clean lap. But looks like, yeah, Verstappen and Sainz as well behind me are both going to peel into the pit lane as well. So we're still going to be under pressure from them. All of the AI as well staying out there, but onto the softs we go late in the day. So we're still going to be able to try and defend them from Verstappen and Sainz behind right the way through to the checkered flag. But yeah, are we going to be able to close in that gap once again once the VSC goes away? A little bit caught out there off the restart, but yeah, now we're going to see that gap start to really come down to the AI in front, of course. You know, if you're looking for a really high score, you know, you want some of the other bonuses as well. You are going to have to run strict corner cut, track limits, things like that. But of course, you know, if you just want the Haas livery and you want a really easy go at it, obviously just set the AI to like 1. And obviously just fly around 15 seconds a lap faster than them. I like a little bit of a challenge. You know, I like to feel rewarded at the end of these things, but it is not going to be easy keeping Verstappen at bay to the end. Already see, though, the gap to Stroll. Coming down, yeah, by a good 3-4 seconds a lap here, and this is the pace you need against the AI late on in the day. You have got to try and keep Max at bay, though, or you can't finish behind him, just because you're not going to be able to close up to Leclerc or Perez at the front of the field. So you should have an easier time of things once you've closed in on Lance Stroll, of course, because you should be able to fly past him, and Verstappen will likely get a little bit stuck behind the Aston Martin, even if it's just for half a lap or so. You can see just how quick we're going. Mark happy with 3 clean laps in a row. Clearly, yeah, he hasn't seen me on this game. 3 laps is a miracle. And once again, as you make your way out to the end of the S's, you should once more get the DRS off of Nick de Vries. So he likes to give you a little bit of a helping hand where he can. Surprised, actually, that he's still in this scenario, because, of course, Ricciardo's now back in the game. So clearly some trickery there going on behind the scenes at EA. But yeah, that little bit of DRS, though, should mean you're under slightly less pressure from Verstappen this lap. Don't have to use as much battery to keep him at bay. But yeah, that gap's still coming down to Russell and Stroll in front. The tyres will still start to fall off by the end of this thing. But you need to be going, yeah, a good 2-3 seconds a lap faster, because, of course, we need to get Alonso in third. The goal now, as we make our way through the S's, of course, is try and actually get within the range of Lance Stroll as well, just in front of me. We want to have that DRS as we get out onto the back straightaway here, and it looks like we should. George Russell still 4 seconds up the road, and Alonso about another 3 or 4 ahead of him. But here comes Verstappen, though, down the inside in that Red Bull, so Max not making it any easier for me. Oh, okay. I hadn't seen that first time round. Verstappen suddenly with an engine failure then. So that's going to put me under less pressure late on in the day. We're going to have to try and dive to the inside of Lance Stroll here. Just don't lock up the brakes too badly, and we will make it through. And 4 seconds now, the gap up to George, but 11 seconds up to Fernando Alonso, who's still in P3. So we've got 4 seconds a lap we need out of the Spaniard still. Sorry, 2.5 seconds a lap over the 4 laps between now and the flag. All over the back of Russell, then down in towards the final couple of turns. You want to wait for the DRS to try and get back past George then, as out of the final corner we go to start lap 54. You can still see we're taking a bit more time out of Fernando than the absolute minimum requirement here, but you know, these soft tyres are going to fall off before the end of the race. You've also got to try and navigate Alex Albon as well. Hopefully he's going to jump out of the way before we get into the S's. He's not. But he will either give us the DRS or jump out of the way rather soon. As you can see, absolutely flying in this Haas car at the moment. And we're through up another, well, one less car to navigate. It's not another place. But there is only 5 seconds to Fernando. 2 laps to go, and I think it's safe to say if you're doing this practice and you're more than 5 seconds behind Alonso, you may as well restart, because I just don't think you're going to close in that time. Onto the final lap we go then. That gap to Alonso down to 1.4 seconds. So clearly the Spaniard is struggling here, but you have still got the other one of Carlos Sainz right behind you. So you can just see there Carlos trying to eye up a move down in towards turn 1. But yeah, looks like the 101 Ultimate AI was absolutely perfectly balanced for this challenge for me. These challenges often are a little bit harder than the normal sort of AI in the game. So, you know, normally I would suggest, you know, whatever AI you run in career mode, perhaps dropping it by about 2 or 3 normally. Of course, I just wanted to make sure that we had still a good fighting chance going into this one then. But here comes Carlos Sainz as we make our way down the hill. The Spaniard there actually trying to dive me. And now we'll be trying to look for a move on Fernando Alonso as well then, as we head out onto the back straight. But you can just see they're still gaining. Ferrari power versus Ferrari power, with Mercedes power just in front of us. Oh, it's all going to get messy though. Alonso didn't see me steaming down the inside. We do get a warning for that one, so my driver rating is going to be hampered ever so slightly, and probably fair enough as well there, all things considered. But, you know, as we round our way through the final couple of corners, I think surely if you got to this point, you're probably going to do a similar kind of move there. Perez will take the dub, all things considered. Charles Leclerc will come through for P2, but rounding the final corners, Haas at their home Grand Prix are going to get their first ever podium, and Nico Hulkenberg is going to be the driver to claim it. Let's go! Well, there we go then. As you can see, a podium, all things done and dusted there, and hopefully, therefore, the game is about to confirm that I have unlocked the Haas livery there. Shout out as well, Logan Sargent picking up P8 come the end of this thing. But there we go. Objective finish third or higher has been passed. We got 401,000 points as well, which I'm pretty happy with there. And obviously, as you can see, yeah, no flashbacks as well. Grants you a few extra bonus points. But there we go. Hopefully, we'll get confirmation in just a second that the challenge has been completed. Like I said, you know, these ones, good fun, something a little bit different to do here on this channel as well. So obviously, if you do enjoy these little guides, the setups obviously that come with them, it would be greatly appreciated if you would drop me a sub there. But you can see we do get some awards for that. And I believe, yeah, once the challenge has completed, we should get all of the other ones as well there. There we go, having a look at the global leaderboard then. We're 18th in the world, which is it's not bad going then. All things considered there. You can see there's a few little bits of chicanery as well with other people there. But yeah, Sierra, no surprise, he's at the top of the table. But there we go, we have completed the challenge. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and yeah, we'll be back very soon with more F1 23 content.